us on Skype. I don't know if he's there. Emmanuel, can you hear us, my friend?
Yes, yes. The
There he
gentleman
is.
there, reporting live.
We have got a fantastic guest with us today. Emmanuel joins us here in our broadcast, and I know me and Don are going to have a blast with you, my friend. Tell me and Mr. Mazzella here a little bit about your latest project.
Yes, well, thank you first and foremost. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yes.
My name is Emmanuel Osorio. I'm a 19-year-old Latinx film director, actor, and filmmaker, period. The current project that I'm working on is BLASÉ L.A. It's a feature film set to hit theaters for the summer release of 2021. And it's about a young millennial that is moving out to the city of Los Angeles to reconnect with his estranged father and finish his senior year of high school in Los Angeles. So he's just trying to live the lifestyle and be a part of it all.
That's awesome.
Are you the star?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm the protagonist for the film. I'm starring as the main character. So yeah, that's BLASÉ L.A.
Well, okay. I guess the first question, as the star, you're going out to reconnect with your father. What are the issues between you and your father?
Yeah, so for the character, the thing was he got disconnected with his father at a young age. His father moved out to the city of Los Angeles. And so basically he grew up without a father. And fast forward into the now, the film BLASÉ L.A. is ultimately a time capsule of this time's generation and the time that we're living in now. Of course, this was all written pre-COVID. So it's all with the vibe and the aesthetic of 2019, also moving into 2020. So yeah, initially the main character's plot is to move out to the city of Los Angeles to reconnect with his estranged father, in order to live the lifestyle that he's always wanted. So that's his little escape.
What lifestyle does he always want?
He wants the lifestyle that everybody wants here in Los Angeles. I mean, everybody flocks out here to move and pursue their dreams in the entertainment industry, whether it's acting, screenwriting, singing, dancing, anything artistic related. So when I wrote BLASÉ L.A., I wrote myself in mind to play the part. I didn't know I was actually going to play the part. But more focused onto BLASÉ L.A., it's definitely a project that it's not just about what this kid is trying to do with his life. It's also about experiencing the culture that he's submersing himself in and something that he hasn't gotten in touch with in a long time. So that's also another reason why this main character is moving out to BLASÉ L.A. is not only to reconnect with his estranged father, but also to submerge himself in the culture and the lifestyle.
Awesome.
What is the culture and lifestyle in Los Angeles that's different than the Latino, say, in New York or whatever?
Yeah. Give us a little bit of a breakdown on that, Emmanuel.
Yeah, so I mean, I want the film to speak for itself. I really want everybody, as a viewer and as an audience member, to enjoy the experience. So for the actual lifestyle or culture, it's really just your surroundings. I mean, take for example a tree that's standing in downtown LA. It's going to breathe the same oxygen that those buildings are breathing. And that the cars are fumigating. So, for example, a tree can be in an environment with buildings. So it's going to grow up to nurture as a tree such as that. But if you give a different tree some more different sunlight and some water, and some different nutrients, it'll ultimately grow out to sprout into something different. So what I'm trying to get at is with BLASÉ L.A., people are from different cultures and different backgrounds and ethnicities. And in Los Angeles, it honestly, it's really a big bowl of gumbo here. We're all just an eclectic mix, and we're all just united as one together. I believe as Angelinos, I mean, we're always just here to stick up for what's right for one another, and I think that we really were able to capture that with Blase L.A.
Would you spell out your? I'm having a little trouble. Will you spell out your title?
Yeah, Blase is BLAS, and then it's E with the apostrophe on the top, and then
Uh,
it's just LA.
Okay, just so we know, and it's appearing next year in the summer, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
summer 2021.
Where are you getting distribution?
I'm sorry,
Where
distribution,
are you going to be
Yeah.
getting
budgeting wise.
distribution and where people can see the film, things like that, Emmanuel?
Yeah, so like I said, Blase LA is set to hit theaters for the summer release of 2021.
Yeah.
So that's our plans as far as Blase LA goes. Now, talking about COVID, you know, there are certain restrictions, and then there are things that are going on right now, of course. So, I mean, ultimately, that is the plan. At the end of the day, it's not something that we can guarantee 100% to the public, but it is something that we are striving for, even with everything that's going on. So we really just want the audience to enjoy the film and submerge themselves into a different experience.
Well, there's been several major pictures that have foregone the theater distribution and gone right to streaming. Have you considered that?
No, no, sir, no, not at all. Actually, for Blase LA, that's the whole point of Blase LA is to experience it in the theaters. I made this picture specifically for the silver screen, and honestly, I'm not gonna let anything stop me from that. Growing up now in this generation, everything is all being streamed on the internet, and that's something that I'm honestly, I can say I'm sort of the anti millennial, if you will. I mean, as much as I love streaming and all these other platforms like Hulu, Netflix, Vudu, etc. I love them all, but at the end of the day, personally for me, when I make a film, I want
You'd
it to
rather
be
have it on
enjoyed
the
on the
theater.
silver screen. You know,
Yep.
I really want you to submerge yourself and enjoy. I want you to feel like you're there. I don't want you to be streaming this film on your laptop, you know what I'm saying, or your tablet. I
Are you
really
going to
want
go
you
to
to, yeah.
Are you going to go to the festivals if they go if the festivals come back next year? Will you try to debut it at the festival?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. That's something that we were looking forward into. But I mean, like I said, with this whole COVID-19 thing, we don't wanna put this as a barrier. It is a challenge that you know, unfortunately, people do have to overcome, and it's an obstacle that in the film industry or entertainment industry, period, it's difficult. You know, having to shoot a scene with three people and you can only be 6 feet away, it's difficult. So yeah, as far as releasing for film festivals, yeah, we were looking into that, but like I said, unfortunately, we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Hmm. Well, how did you get the financing for the film?
Financing, I was very happy with my budget. um Sadly, unfortunately, it's not a big blockbuster, you know, Avengers type Hollywood super mega budget, but it is a decent budget. I am very happy with it. Our main concern was it wasn't really more so the budget, rather than making sure that everything is up to par, tip top for the film. I really want to showcase the acting styles, from different actors, and just so they can showcase themselves on the screen, and as well as cinematography, everything for me as far as the film goes. Like I said, I make it at the end of the day for the silver screen, for all of the audience to enjoy. I want them to submerge themselves. So for budgeting, I was very happy to get a good, decent independent film budget. But yeah, I mean, more so it was just concerning with making sure everything was tip top for Blase LA.
What did you film it in? Did you use film or tape? What did you
Yeah,
use?
what was some of the
We filmed digitally. I would have loved to shoot on film, but I mean, like I said, it's not a giant blockbuster, Avengers type. But I would have loved to shoot on film. That's pretty much like I would say every filmmaker's goal, at least for capturing that aesthetic. But maybe in the near future, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, who are some of the other stars of the movie? Will we know any of them?
Maybe, perhaps you might. Maybe you've seen them here and there on little things. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you'll be able to recognize. Hopefully, once Blase is out, they can pretty much be known after Blase L.A. Like I said, they've worked on other things before. These actors that I'm working with, I'm very happy and I'm so satisfied with their performances overall and the way that they take direction. So I'm not so sure if you've seen them, but I'm very excited for you to see them on Blase L.A. That's
tell us some of their names now. Maybe we have.
I'm sorry, I can't disclose that. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's different.
Hey, Jiggy, I just saw a head appear. What do you have, a guest in there?
No, it was Peter the cat.
Oh, okay.
Peter the cat frequently gets up on the on the desk here and is kind of he kind of rides shotgun with me on the on the radio program, and so every once in a while he'll get up in the Skype camera's face, and the people on Skype will be like, "Oh, it's Peter the cat," but so Emmanuel, this movie, take us through the process of coming up with the idea to finally getting it done. What was that like?
So for Blase L.A., I want to talk about Blase L.A. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
So as far as getting it done and wrapped up, we've pretty much shot everything. We've pretty much shot like 80% of Blase L.A. We just have a couple of scenes to just tie up and make sure that it's all going in for the film. Initially, though, I didn't write Blase with myself in mind, or I didn't even write Blase thinking that I would actually make a movie. When I was a senior in high school, I was able to direct plays and star in them as well, but more so make the transition to directing. At first, when I was a child as well, I also thought about acting. So it was sort of a mix of both. I never really knew that I was going to end up in the entertainment industry 100%. And then once I just pretty much wrote Blase L.A. in my college dorm, I said, this is not for me. I packed my things. I came back to L.A. and just started doing my research. I did my research. Luckily, I found some organizations like Film Independent and others as well. And they were hosting networking events and other places as well. So that's pretty much how I got my start into the whole game. And then after networking and pitching my project, really pitching the project to producers, and it wasn't until like producers really understood what I'm trying to captivate out here and really pushed forward the idea for Blase L.A. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's not just about this character that I'm playing, trying to live the lifestyle. It's about the other characters as well, and it's about being eclectic as a city, and what you get out of this as a whole. So once I pretty much pitched the project and everything was going smoothly, it all just pretty much snowballed from there, and here we are now.
Fantastic. Well, how do we get more information on the movie, and is there a website, social media, anything like this?
Yeah, so you can feel free to check out more of Blase L.A. at blasela.com. You can also feel free to check out my Instagram. That's at Emmanuel the Director. No spaces, 2 M's. Feel free to search me up on Instagram and as well as Twitter at Latin Filmmaker.
Thank you, sir. Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, brother. There he goes. Emmanuel, the director. I have never interviewed anyone before who refuses to give away information about the cast.